Hello and welcome to Splendid Beat Studio. Val is here. I am at this moment in my studio working on a new design for a Christmas ornament. This is the part of my 2026 collection. And while I'm working on the sample, I have a great opportunity to show you how to make increases in peyote stage. Some people find the increases in peyote stage difficult. I wouldn't say that, but for those who want to skip the increases in peyote stage, there is an option. So the option is to make a split in a design with all the parts that you can connect between. Working only with the creases. So as an example, this is the half of my tree, right? So, and this is the topper of the Christmas tree. So if I would want to skip increases in peyote stage, I would start from the two longest parts of the design and put all the beads from two longest rows of the part that I'm splitting and make this part first. And I have done it already, and so create the small part, then turn around the bead chart and create the remaining part until you reach the first increase in peyote stage, and then you stop. Then you create the second part. Again, you need to identify two longest row of the split, and you bead wave from those two rows, getting to the point when you stopped, and then turn around the bead chart and come again like this and work around until you reach another increase in peyote stage. So, and then create another split and then connect them all together. As an example, let's say I didn't make, I'm trying to show you the split. So this is part that I've done separately, this part I've done separately, working from the two longest rows in the design, and this part I've done separately, creating from this part two longest rows, so I can easily connect them with each other. So the topper is not done yet, and I'll be frank that I created the middle part as the Christmas tree, doing all the increases. I didn't skip. I started from those two rows and bead wave this small part and then turn around the bead chart and work all the way through. But I stopped because I did want to show you how to make increases, because increases in peyote stage are not very difficult as long as you can read the bead chart. So, and now I'm going to show you how to make increases and how to read the bead chart. So again, the best way to start in bead waving, if you want to minimize increases, I would say it's always to figure out the two longest rows in the design and create a small part, and then you need to turn around the bead chart, and here you will have this topper bead. Take it out and start to bead wave with the decreases. And when you reach the first increase, how you can identify that you're getting to the point when you need to make increases in peyote stitch. Those two rows I mark for myself because I've done it a few days ago. And now when I move my ruler, I see that on both sides of the design I have one extra bead. In peyote stitch you cannot make an increase with one bead, so you need to work through a few rows, and usually it's two rows, when you can have on one of the sides either two full beads like this or 1.5. And now I'm gonna start bead waving, doing increases, and you will see where there is what is the difference when you have 1.5 bead and when you have two full beads to increase. And now those are two last rows that I created, and I'm gonna move a little bit so I can have access to my beads, and you will be able to see the bead chart and how I'm bead waving. So the next row right here, I can add only two beads, and in my case those are the red beads. So what I'm doing I already brought my thread where it should be to the row 1 2. I added this row. Now I'm going to the next row, and I see on both sides I have 1.5 1.5. So now I will be able to add 1 2 3 and make increase on this side. So I'm adding again according to my bead chart. I have red beads to add, and I am adding 1 2 and 3. And here I'm on this side. I have 1 full bead and 1 half bead. When I move my ruler, the second bead, which was the half on the previous row, will become the full bead. But what do I need to do in this case? I need my thread to go out from this bit, and if I do like a regular increase, I will not be able regular switch of this thread, I won't be able to do that, which means that I need to bring my needle with thread to the next bit like this, and now I need to go through 1 2 3 beads, so my thread will go out from this bit. 1 2 and 3, and now I am at the point when I can make an increase in peyote stitch. So I need to put 2 red beads on a needle and go and make, it's very easy, like this, going through here, and now going through 2 beads, because we just add the first bead of the following row. You see, that's already added. That's why I need to go through this bit, then through the bit of the previous row, like this, and now I have 1 2 and 2 full beads on this side. So 1 2, and you see I'm coming from the last bit of the previous row, so it means that I don't need to go through to change the thread the way how it goes. I'm just flipping because it's much easier to make an increase with the flip, and I am adding, so I'm grabbing this, and tada, we already made an increase on both sides like this. And now I'm going down to the following row and moving my ruler, and now again you see there is 1 and 1 bead on both sides, which means I will not be able to make an increase at this point. So I'm going to go ahead, just remembering that there is a beginning of the increase in the following row. I'm adding according to my bead chart 1 red, 1 gold bead, and 1 red again, like this. So now I'm moving my ruler, and you see on this example here I have 1.5 1.5 on both sides, which means I can make an increase right now at this point, but I will not going to do that. I will make an increase when I come to this side, because it's easier for me right now to add this row and then to make an increase. So I'm going to, according to my bead chart again, what I need to add. So here is the red. And because it's 1.5 on this side, I'm going through the next bead, and now I need to go through 3 beads to come out from this, from the last bead. Like this. And now when I move to the next bead, this bead became the full one, and but at this point it's just a half. So I'm going to add 2 beads here, going up here, and go through to 2 beads because we just added a new bead of the next row. So you need to go through 2 beads, and when I'm moving my ruler, I see that this is already added. Now according to my bead chart, I need to add this set of beads, and now we're coming out from the last bead of the previous row, and I have 2 full beads on this side. So I'm going 1, 2, and I'm adding 2 beads. Oops. 2 beads. And ta-da, I've done all my increases for this part of the design, going down to the next row. And now I'm just adding everything according to my bead chart. There won't be increases until I reach the very top. But I hope on this example you will understand the flow of the increases when you need to start to make them. And again, there is no way for you to make an increase just for 1 bead. You always need to have either 2 full beads on the side or 1.5, and that will mean only one thing, that you are ready to make an increase. So I'm gonna continue to work on this topper for my tree, and hopefully to finish my tree today. I couldn't done it for a few days. So those are the simple increases in peyote stage. And there is another thing that I do want to share with you. Again, if you want to skip the increases in peyote stage, there is another way how you can do it. You can combine peyote stitch with the brick stitch, and I very often use this technique for myself, because there are some beads that are very difficult to work in peyote stitch, like for example silk seed beads are extremely difficult. I'm working with the angel, and this is the silk seed beads, and my preferences when I work with the silk seed beads, it's to work in a even count peyote stitch and brick stitch. So that's how I do the split and simplify my life with those seed beads. They are very fragile and super difficult in peyote stitch to work with. So, and now I just want to show you that there is a way when you can combine peyote stitch with the brick stitch, and this is how you read the bead chart. Again, as an example of this stopper, let's say you don't want to make any increases. What you can do, you can hide all increases of this design and that's gonna be from this part. You see, this is increase and this is increase. Those are also increases, 1, 2, 3. So you can hide them all like this. And let me get something. I have the ruler, my favorite one. So those are the increases. So you can create all this part with peyote stitch, and when you're done, you just need to turn around the pie chart and make it a brick stitch. So, and here is, and to add those these two increases in peyote with the brick stitch on the top of already created the part with the peyote stitch like this, and then come and bring the thread down here and make increase here. And you can apply this to anything, like for example, if I want to do same here with the Christmas tree itself, so I would hide all increases here, create this part with it's probably gonna be either even or odd count peyote stitch. I need to count. And then when you've done, you just add those increases with the brick stitch by simply turning the pie chart in a way when you can read the big chart with the brick stitch. So that's another option how you can simplify work in peyote stitch by combining peyote stitch with the brick stitch. So I hope this was helpful and knowledgeable. I'm gonna continue to work on my design, and if you have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to reach me out. I will be happy to answer any questions you might have. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.